Good morning, everyone. My name is Chebrolu Bhuvan. We are discussing Chapter 5, Understanding Elementary Shapes. In last class, we have discussed about quadrilateral. In this class, we are going to discuss about quadrilateral tree. Okay. We are going to see about quadrilateral tree. Okay. I will draw a diagram. From that, I will explain. See, first comes the quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral. Okay. From that, it is divided into two. Okay. Here we will be having kite, and here we will be having trapezium. Okay. And next, from trapezium we will be having parallelogram. Okay. From parallelogram we will be dividing into two. Rectangle as well as rhombus. And from these both we will be deriving square. Okay. This is known as quadrilateral tree. This is known as quadrilateral tree. From this we can tell, see, kite is a quadrilateral, trapezium is also a quadrilateral, the parallelogram is quadrilateral as well as a trapezium. Parallelogram, every parallelogram is a trapezium. From this quadrilateral tree only we will tell this as every parallelogram is a trapezium, and we will be getting one more side of trapezium, that is isosceles trapezium. Okay, isosceles trapezium. Okay, isosceles trapezium. Now, from this diagram we can tell kite is a quadrilateral. Okay, and trapezium is a quadrilateral, and isosceles trapezium. Every isosceles trapezium is a trapezium as well as a quadrilateral. Okay, isosceles. Every isosceles trapezium is a trapezium as well as a quadrilateral. And next, we will be coming to parallelogram. Okay, every parallelogram is a trapezium as well as a quadrilateral. Okay, if a trapezium opposite sides are equal, then it will become parallelogram. Okay, and next, every rectangle is a parallelogram as well as a trapezium as well as quadrilateral. Okay, a rectangle is a parallelogram as well as trapezium as well as quadrilateral. If a parallelogram with one angle 90 degrees, then it is known as rectangle. And a trapezium with opposite sides equal is a rectangle. Next, rhombus. Every rhombus is a parallelogram as well as trapezium as well as quadrilateral. See, every rhombus is a parallelogram. How you will tell? A parallelogram with adjacent sides equal gives rhombus. Adjacent side means side by side. Okay, adjacent sides equal will give rhombus. Okay, next, square. A square is a rectangle as well as rhombus as well as parallelogram as well as trapezium as well as quadrilateral. How you will tell? A definition of square based on rectangle. Okay, if a rectangle with adjacent sides equal, we will get a square, and a rhombus with adjacent angles equal will give you square, and a parallelogram with adjacent sides equal will give you square. Correct only. Okay, next, a quadrilateral. How you will tell? A square is a quadrilateral. If a square has four sides, so it is known as a quadrilateral. Now, this is the main topic of quadrilateral tree. Okay. Okay. Now I had shown you how the quadrilateral tree is derived. Okay. Now, let us discuss exercise. Okay. Let us discuss exercise. See, in exercise we'll be having, I will explain. See, say true or false. That is the first question. Each angle of a rectangle is a right angle. Right angle means 90 degrees. So each angle of a rectangle is right angle only. So it is true. The opposite sides of a rectangle are equal in length. That is the property of rectangle. The diagonals of square are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular, I said. Okay. So it's also true. All sides of a rhombus are of equal length. That is also true. All sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. False. Only opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of trapezium are parallel. Only one pair of opposite sides only parallel. Next. 2. Second question. Give reasons for the following. A square can be thought as a special rectangle. How? A square can be told as a special rectangle. How? If a rectangle with adjacent sides equal, will give you square. A rectangle with adjacent. See, now this is a rectangle. Okay. Okay. Now this is a rectangle. See, now this is a rectangle. If these two sides are equal, then automatically it will become square only. Okay. Then how reason can we give is, okay, a square can be told as a special rectangle if a rectangle has equal, as an adjacent sides equal. Next question. A rectangle can be thought as special parallelogram. How? A parallelogram with one angle 90 degrees will give you a rectangle. Next. A square can be thought as special rhombus. See. Now this is a rhombus. Rhombus, all sides are equal, diagonals are perpendicular, bisect each other, every property of square. Except then if one angle is 90 degrees, then it will become automatically square. Squares, rectangles, parallelograms are all quadrilaterals. I said all square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, all follows the properties of quadrilaterals. Square is also a parallelogram. From the quadrilateral tree, I said every square is a parallelogram, but not every parallelogram can be square. Okay. From this, my session ends, as well as this exercise, as well as this topic ends. In next class, we'll discuss what is polygons. Okay. We'll discuss the main and important polygons, and with the last 3D shapes, this lesson we'll end this lesson. Okay. Thank you. If you like, subscribe.